Students, this is a revision video for the online objective test. Pay attention and watch this video carefully. First 3 units are the portions for this test. Moreover, students are expected to go through the previous video sessions of units 1, 2 and 3 carefully. First, let us recall the topic geometry, which is our first unit of this term. Geometry is a part of mathematics which treats the properties of points, lines, surfaces and solids. And here we are going to revise the difference between 2D and 3D objects. 2D, the full form of 2D is 2 dimension and the full form of 3D is 3 dimension. 2D represents an object with just 2 dimensions, that is length and breadth or length and height. Here in 3D, 3 dimension represents an object with 3 dimensions, length, height and width or length, width and height. Here the examples of 2D are circle, rectangle, triangle, oval, square, octagon, rhombus, pentagon, heptagon, hexagon. The example of 3D shapes are cube, pyramid, cylinder, sphere, cone, rectangular prism. Now children, let us see the introduction of symmetry. Symmetry. An object is symmetrical when one half is a mirror image of the other half. It may be divided by one or more lines of symmetry. Examples: symmetry. Symmetry is having one side that exactly mirrors the other. A line of symmetry divides a symmetrical shape in half, isn't it? The two halves of the figures are the mirror images of each other. An object may have more than one line of symmetry. Here the letters are given. Yes, it does not have symmetry, line of symmetry. And here the letter H has 2 lines of symmetry which divides the shape into 2 equal halves. And A, it has 1 line of symmetry, and the shape and the letter P, it does not has line of symmetry. If we cut like this, it is also not equal, and when we cut like this vertically to the letter P, it doesn't make the letter, divides the letter into 2 equal halves. And what about E? So E has 1 line of symmetry which makes the letter E into 2 equal parts. Now let us see symmetry in geometrical shapes. Now in this first figure you are seeing which shape? Yes, it is square. A square has 4 lines of symmetry. See, the first one is 1, 2, 3, 4. So, a square has 4 lines of symmetry. A rectangle. So, in the second figure, the shape is called a rectangle. Rectangle has 2 lines of symmetry. So, the first symmetry is a perpendicular symmetry which makes rectangle into 2 equal parts, and the second symmetry line of symmetry which is horizontal line which cuts, which divides the rectangle into two equal parts. Circle. What about circle? A circle has infinite line of symmetry. A circle has infinite lines of symmetry. So, see, the shape circle has infinite number of symmetry lines. And here, this shape is called equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle, it means that it has three equal sides. The length of three sides are equal. So, here the equilateral triangle has three lines of symmetry through the vertex. So, from the vertex to the other side, from the vertex to the opposite side, the line of symmetry is there. Here too, we have two lines of symmetry. Totally 1, 2 and 3. So, children, it is very important. An equilateral triangle has three lines of symmetry from the vertex to the opposite side. Draw the lines of symmetry in each of the following figures. So children, see in the first question, there is a figure, a leaf. So we can draw only one line of symmetry to make the figure into two equal parts. And what about the second figure? It is a semicircle. So semicircle, when we draw vertically perpendicular line, so it makes semicircle into two equal parts. So there is only one line of symmetry which divides the semicircle into two equal parts, two quadrants. We know that it is a rectangle shape. So rectangle has two lines of symmetry, and H, the letter H has 1, 2. So two lines of symmetries. The following figure is symmetrical about dotted lines. So children, that is the dotted line, and we have to examine whether the line is a line of symmetry. That is, the line divides the figure into two equal parts or not. See the first letter P, and the line drawn is not a line of symmetry because it does not divide the letter into two equal parts. So here there is no line of symmetry. And also note that the letter P does not have line of symmetry. And here the line is drawn here is not a line of symmetry because it does not divide the shape into two equal parts, equal halves. So these two shapes, these two figures are having no line of symmetry. So here it is not symmetrical about dotted lines. Children, see here in this figure, the line drawn which divides the shape into two equal halves. So here is a line of symmetry. The line is a line of symmetry. So this figure is symmetrical about dotted lines. Yes. And here, what about T? So here is a horizontal line drawn to the letter T, which does not cut the letter into two equal halves. So the letter T is not symmetrical about dotted lines. Who am I? Question number 1. I have no side. no vertices, and many lines of symmetry. Who am I? Listen carefully. I have no side, no vertices, but I have many lines of symmetry. Who am I? So, the answer is circle. Children, see the shape. It have no side, no vertices, but it has lines of symmetry, infinite lines of symmetry. Second question is, I have 4 equal sides and 4 lines of symmetry. Who am I? Yes, it is square. It has 4 equal sides. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 4 lines of symmetry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Third question. I have 3 equal sides, 3 vertices and 3 lines of symmetry. So, it is an equilateral triangle. So, in an equilateral triangle, the sides, 3 sides are equal and it has 3 vertices. 1, 2, 3. And the line of symmetry, the number of line of symmetry is 3. 3 lines of symmetry are present in an equilateral triangle. I have 4 sides, opposite sides are equal and I have 2 lines of symmetry. Who am I? Yes, it is rectangle. Children, see here the figure, the shape, it has 4 sides. 2 sides are opposite to each other. So the length is opposite to each other. The breadth of sides are opposite to each other. And here it has lines of symmetry 2. Yes, 2 lines of symmetry. The figure rectangle has 2 lines of symmetry. Unit 2 Numbers. Multiply 48 into 36. Children, when you multiply 2-digit numbers, you are supposed to start with the digit at the ones place of the one of the 2-digit numbers. For example, if we happen to multiply 48 with 36, then we must start up with 6 of the number 36, which is in the ones place of the number 36. When you multiply 6 with 48, you get 288. 8 6 are 48. Write the second digit in the 48 and keep 4. Now 6 into 4 is 24. Add the product 24 with this 4. We get 28. So, write this value here. Then, you may have to multiply 3. 3, which is in the tens place of 36 with 48. Then, you will get the answer as 144. That is 48 into 3. That is 3 into 8 is 20. 3 into 8 is 24. So, write 4 and keep 2. That is from 24, you are writing the second digit which is in the ones place in the tens place. Okay, and 3 into 4 is 12. So, here already 2 is there. So, 2 plus 12 is 14. So write 14 here in the hundreds place. So students, listen carefully. When you multiply 6 with 48, you get 288. When you multiply 3 with 48, you get 144. And for the second digit 3, which is in the tens place, you have to write the product value in tens place. Start at tens place. So here 6 is in ones place, so the answer will start from ones place. And here 3 is in the tens place, so the answer, the product of 48 and 3 is start from tens place. And for our convenience, here put 0. Now add these two products. We get now, keeping the first product of 6 into 48 on the ones place and the second product, that is 3 into 48 in the tens place. We need to add both the product. That is 8 plus 0 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So here the balance is 1. Put above 2. And now add all these three values. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 4 is 7. And here only 1. One digit is here. So write the number 1 here. So the answer is 1728. So students, here when we multiply 48 into 36, we get 1728 ones. Multiply 282 into 9. So students, now we are going to multiply 3-digit number with 1-digit number. So 3-digit number 282 is a 3-digit number and 1-digit number is 9. So as a first step, multiply the ones. So first step is multiply the ones. Multiply the ones. 9 into 2. That is, here 2 is in the ones place, isn't it? So ones, tens, hundreds. So 2 is in the ones place. So 2 ones into 9 gives 18 ones, isn't it? So we can write it as 8 ones plus 10 ones. We can split 18 ones as 8 ones plus 10 ones, and 8 ones plus 10 ones is 110, isn't it? 110. 1 tens, isn't it? 10 ones will make 1 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 ones makes 1 tens, isn't it? 10 ones makes 1 tens. So 2 ones into 9 gives 8 ones plus 1 tens. So here, listen carefully. Write 2 in the ones place and carry over 1 to the tens place. So write 8 in the ones place and carry over 1 to the tens place. as a second step, multiply the tens. Multiply the tens. That is, we are multiplying digit which is in the tens place with 9. So, 9 into 8 tens. That is, we get 9 into 8 tens. 9 into 8 tens, which is 9 8s are 72 tens. So, 72 tens is there. Already 1 10 is above the 8 digit number, and which is the carryover of the previous numbers. So, 1 tens is there. So, add that 1 with this 72 tens. That is totally 73 tens we get. Isn't it? So, here it can be written as 7 hundreds plus 3 tens. Is it correct? Yes, because 73 tens can be written as 70 tens plus 3 tens. So, 3 tens, write 3 tens as it is, and 70 tens becomes 7 hundreds, because 10 hundreds is equal to 100. So, 70 tens becomes 7 hundreds. Okay. So, students, listen carefully. Here in this step, 7 hundreds plus 3 tens, write 3 in the tens place and carry over 7 to the hundreds place. So, that is 3 in the tens place, carry over 7 to the hundreds place. Now, students, as a third step, multiply the hundreds. That is, 200s into 9 gives 1800s. Already 700s are there, which are the carryover of the previous numbers. So, add 700s with 1800s. We get 2500s. Now, 2500s can be written as 20 hundreds plus 500s. So, children, there is no changes in 500s. But what about 10 hundreds? It is 1000. Here it is 20 hundreds. So, 2000. We can write 20 hundreds as 2000s. That is 10 hundreds is 1000, means 20 hundreds is equal to 2000s. So, we can write 20 hundreds plus 500s as 2000s plus 500s. So, write 2 in the thousands place and 5 in the hundreds place. So, the answer will be 2538. Important note: multiplication is the shortest form of repeated addition. Multiply by 10, 100, 1000. Children, listen carefully. When you multiply 10, 100, 1000 with the digits, you just include the zeros. When you multiply 10 with 7, you include 1 0 with the digit in the rightmost. If you multiply 100 with the digit, you have to add 2 zeros after the digit. If you multiply the number with 1000, you have to add 3 zeros after the digit. When a number is multiplied by 10, 100, 1000, it is enough to write 1 0, 2 zeros, 3 zeros respectively. That is, the answer is 10 into 7 is, put the digit and there is 1 0, so include 0 after the digit. It becomes 70. The answer is 70. 100 into 16 is, put the digit 16 and there are 2 zeros. So include 2 zeros after the digit. So it becomes 1600. And 1000 into 9. So put the digit and include, there are 3 zeros. So include 3 zeros after the digit. You get 9000. So similarly, 696 into 10 gives 696. Include 0 after the digit, after the number given. And 96 into 100 is 9600. So put the number and add 2 zeros after the number. So it becomes 9600. So 6 into 1000 is 6000. So the number is 6 and include 3 zeros after the number 6. It becomes 6000, which is 6000. Multiply by 1. So children, listen carefully. When you multiply the number with 1, you get the same number. So the product of 1 and any number is the number itself, isn't it? So 10 into 1, it gives again 10. 136 into 1, it is also 136. 2000 into 1, which is 2000. 7 into 1, 7. 9936 into 1, which is the same number itself, 9936. 789 into 1 gives the number itself, 789. So it is very important, the product of 1 and any number, the product of 1 and any number is the number itself. Multiply by 0. So children, when you multiply 0 with any number, the result is 0. When you multiply 0 with any number, you get the result as 0. 10 into 0 is 0. 276 into 0 is 0. Similarly, you can get 675 into 0, 0. That is, the product of 0 and any number is 0. Children, order of multiplication. Here, the order of multiplication says that the product of two numbers does not change if we interchange the order of numbers, isn't it? So, that is, for example, 4 into 6 is 24. If you multiply 6 into 4, again it gives the product 24. So what it says that the product of two numbers does not change if we interchange the order of numbers. Interchange, it means that 4 into 6 gives 24 and also 6 into 4 again it gives 24. So see the example. Second example, 136 into 15 gives 2040. And if you interchange the numbers as 15 into 136, again it gives the number, the product as 2040. So here in the last example, 1000 into 9 is, we know that 9 and include 3 zeros after the number. So 9000. When you multiply 9 into 1000, again it gives the same product as 9000. So it says that the product of two numbers does not change if we interchange the order of numbers. The product of two numbers does not change if we interchange the order of numbers. Now children, let us see the Unit 3 patterns. Pattern. pattern is a repeated design or recurring sequence. Sometimes patterns are also called as a sequence. An ordered set of numbers, shapes or other mathematical objects arranged according to a rule. Example, patterns may be sequenced in many ways. First one is shape. Shape and color. Green, blue, pink, green, blue, pink, green, blue, pink. Likewise. Color and rotation. See about number pattern. A set of numbers that perform certain series or pattern like addition or multiplication repeatedly is termed as number pattern. A number pattern might repeat by adding or subtracting the same. Shape pattern. Shape pattern is a sequencing game where you need to complete the pattern of different colored 2D shapes. Now, let us see the pattern vocabulary. Pattern unit. A pattern unit is the piece of the pattern that repeats over and over again. Repeating pattern. A repeating pattern repeats over and over again using the same pattern unit. Growing pattern. A growing pattern repeats but one or more pieces of pattern unit will grow. Shall we play with patterns? Yes. Fill in the blanks. So, in the first question, there is a sequence 7, 13, 19. And what will be the next number? So here, listen carefully. When you add 6 to the number 7, we get 13. 13 plus 6, 19. So, here by adding 6 to the resultant number, you can get the other numbers in the pattern, isn't it? So, what will be the next number after 19? Yes, we need to add 6 to the number 19. That is 19 plus 6 is 25. And the next number will be 31. And 31 plus 6 is 37. 37 plus 6 is 43. So, this pattern is called number pattern. Here, we are adding 6 to the resultant number to get the other numbers in the pattern. Here, see the arrow marks. Up, right, down. What will be the next arrow? Left, isn't it? Up, right, down, left. And then up, right, down, left. In the third question, second, in a square, second part is unshaded, isn't it? So, second, and in the next pattern, third part is unshaded, and in the third square, fourth part is not colored. So, 2, 3, 4. And what will be the next pattern? Yes, 1. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Before this pattern, there will be 1. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So, here in the square, second part and third part, fourth part, and then first part are not colored. Okay. So, this pattern is named as geometric pattern, shape pattern. Here, I hope You all know the fifth table, isn't it? 5, 10, 15, 20. What will be the next number? 25, 30, 35. Yes. If you know the fifth table, you can easily write this pattern. In this pattern, in the geometric pattern, here in the first figure, triangle is inside the circle, and in the second one, circle is inside the triangle, and in the third one, again triangle is inside the circle. What will be the next figure? Yes, that is circle is inside the triangle, and the next one is triangle is inside the circle. Pattern, line divides the circle horizontally, vertically, horizontally, and then what will be the next figure? Vertically and then horizontally. And here in this pattern, second quadrant is colored, and here 2 quadrants are colored, and here 3 quadrants are colored. And what will be the next one? That is the complete circle will be colored, and then again 1 quadrant will be colored. And here in this shape pattern, triangle, square, pentagon. Triangle, square. What will be the next one? Pentagon. And then triangle, square, pentagon. Complete the following 7, 8 and 9th tables.